Well, good morning, folks. It's September 19th, 2022, down by the beaver ponds here. Sun's just breaking through. We're forecasted to get more rain today. That's hit or miss, but it does look like we probably will get some rain this afternoon. And what I thought I'd do is show, and the colors are starting to change around here. The camera's probably not going to show it so well. So this is a time of year when all the colors turn and it gets absolutely beautiful. So what I thought I'd do this morning is show you what I got accomplished yesterday afternoon. In yesterday's video, I was breaking my way down, getting to the eastern property line, getting down there, and I did make it down to that corner post. Well, it's not actually a corner post because the property actually goes way out here into the pond, which connects to our property over here. But all of this is ours, and so what we're going to do is head down in that direction, over there. And yesterday afternoon, from the eastern post that's closest to the pond's edge, I made my way up a little ways along the eastern property line. So going from the northern section, which is the southern section of the pond, heading towards the next road over, where we're trying to clear a path. So we'll go over there now and see how things look. This is what I was working on yesterday. That's the pile I created down here, getting down towards the property section down in this area. Okay, so yesterday I made it down and cleared this spot down here. The goal yesterday morning was to get to this post here. And this is down in there is one of the spots the beaver come up all the time. And we own quite a bit over there. We own over to the road over there, but this property we only own to this spot right here. And so my goal was yesterday afternoon was to start working my way up along the property line. And what I've been doing is creating these, you could call it debris piles, brush piles, material that's going to go into hugelkultur pits in the future. So instead of hauling this all the way up above where I had the hugelkultur pits before, I decided I'd create some mounds down here. I can come down after I decide where the next hugelkultur pit will go, and I can take this material and do it. So I make little pockets, and there may very well be a hugelkultur pit that goes over in that area at some point in time, but lots and lots of grapevines and the rose, multiflora rose bushes all in here. But I made it up to that point right there. There are some precarious dead trees. Got to be real careful so I don't do any damage to the equipment. But bit by bit, I'm making my way down here. So my goal this morning, before it starts raining, is to continue to work my way up along the property line in here. And this is, you can see where I'm clearing there, that's right up to the edge of the property line. just so we can clearly define where we are in the property and we don't infringe on our neighbor's property at all. So that's what I'm going to be working on this morning. I don't know how far I'll get. Hopefully the weather will hold off. I'll at least get a couple hours of work, then go get some breakfast, and I think Thea's going to come back and do some marking of some of the trees to make it easier so I don't have to keep getting on and off Elon. So that's the goal for this morning. Here we go. So it's almost lunchtime. It's been raining on and off, light rain, and Thea came up and put some red ribbons on some of the trees on our side of the property. And I've been working my way up here, teasing areas out, piling up material that came from these spots. Trying not to take any more trees than I have to, except for a spot that I just came through. But it's getting so thick in there, I didn't want to take down too many trees over in there. So what I'll do is, when I get the opportunity, come in with a chainsaw and take out everything that is, you know, split or dying. Like this pine here is dead. Unfortunately, we got a redbud over there that's dead. We got probably half a dozen trees that are dead in here, and then we have some that are split, but they're so close together, they're not going to grow up at all. So I made a path over here. And this is where I ended up taking down a few more of the ash trees than I wanted to, but at least I got back through one of the pastures up here where Carol used to keep horses in this pasture. Now it's on the other side of the property where the horses kept, Sammy. So I just made it up to here. And so this gives me an opportunity to get up into this part of the property when I need to. I just got to do a lot more work back in here in the road, and that way I can work my way over and get closer to the property line and thin out these trees so that they can get some sunlight, pick out some ones that aren't the ash, keep as many of the maples. If I find any nut trees in here, that'd be good. But it's just so thick and I can't tease them out with being an Elon. But didn't want to take any more of these trees out than I have to this year. I got too many trees to deal with. But good news is we made it up here. And so that's good. And there's large voided areas in amongst the forest over here. And I'll just, you know, it'll be next year. I doubt very much. I've just got so much other stuff to do. I'll pick some big voided areas where there's some dead things around, dig small hugelkultur pits, bury these materials and clean it all up. And it'll take me a couple years to get the stuff done around here. But at least I probably have 85% of the property line delineated now, right up there. And right down there. No, it's almost impossible to see with this small camera. So I'm going to call this mission accomplished for today. We're supposed to get some heavy showers this afternoon. And time to get some equipment moved and get ready for some lunch. So if you found this video of value, give us a thumbs up if you would, and have a super fantastic and safe day. I hope everyone's doing well. Bye-bye now.